Hello my delightful idiots. It's been a hot minute. Happy holidays to everyone, and your girl is finally free from her first uni semester. This video has been in my drafts for over a year at this point, and if this is out before Christmas, I will genuinely be proud of myself. Anyways, today's video will be red flags that some K-pop stans have. I wanted to talk about this for so long since K-pop stans are often a toxic bunch, and originally it was just gonna be a list. Now I actually want to create a sort of purpose to help out the toxic stans. There is a good chance that this won't reach the intended audience, but if this helps out at least one person, I'll be more than happy. If you have any of these red flags, then please correct them, and if you see others with those, just stay away from them. It helps in separating the toxic and the normal stans. It doesn't mean that if you have one red flag, you are toxic, but if you continue to do this and even take pride in it, then get some help. Now I'm not gonna act like a holy angel and say I have never had any red flag behavior, because I have unfortunately exuded some of these traits. I have mostly grown out of it, and this video was also based on some past experiences. Don't be stupid like me and correct the behavior as soon as you identify it within yourself, whether it's one or all the traits. If you have at least more than 60% of these red flags, you are classified as toxic K-pop stan, but it can be cured, so don't lose hope. Now then, let's begin the video. Number 1. If they hate on ex-idol for no reason or all based on their looks or attitude, and they always get annoyed or bring up some bullshit when literally no one asked, I would say avoid this type of person in general, because they only radiate negative energy 24/7. Like really, imagine being so upset with your life that you have to make sure their lives are as upset as yours. It is unfortunate if you have this life, but don't take it out on others, because it's clear that you see happiness when others are torn down. These people have a special place in hell. Number 2. If they are a shipper and get mad if their ships aren't coming true or anyone has a different opinion on them. Light-hearted shipping is not too bad because it's not in a romantic or strong way. But really, do you really think that your faves are making out right now? Honestly, if they are a strong shipper, then they are already a red flag. Don't even get me started on ships in the group. Imagine if random people online made 21+ fanfics and fanarts of you and the people you worked with. That would be extremely uncomfortable to know. Number 3. If they have any other emotion but support when an idol comes out with dating. Supporting is the only thing we should do when idols come out as dating, unless of course it is a genuinely problematic shit. Giving them death threats, stalking them, hating them and harassing them online will not cure your lonely ass. They aren't your playballs or a pass, and your 11-year age difference isn't cute. It can land them in jail, so shut up. You can feel a bit jealous, but then at some point move on. There is no hate justified for this bullshit. Speaking of justifying hate. Number 4. If they justify any hate thrown to an idol, whether they are hating or others are, this just absolutely pisses me the fuck off. And especially if they used a problematic past to justify it, because then you just know they are using this to hate people and don't care about the issue. Criticize idols all you want, but as soon as it escalates to name calling and justified hate, it has crossed the barrier. Even worse, if they won't let the idol move on from that one tweet they made in 2011, and if the idol has genuinely changed. Number 5. If they talk about K-pop when they are in a workplace or at school or with family. Once you are off the media, it is your you time, and that means working or going to school. Spend time with your family and friends. Go for a walk. Do your daily grass touching and have some fun. You cannot seriously bring K-pop into all this shit. There is a time and place for everything. These are the people that give K-pop a bad rep and make their world revolve around K-pop. Number 6. If they stan a company, do I even need to explain? You realize that you are stanning a greedy company, and stanning them doesn't help your idols, but rather directly helps the company, which is what they wanted from the idols in the first place. Number 7. If they refuse to listen to any other group because of their gender, race, generation or any other factor that has nothing to do with their music. These people are never going to know more than the surface level of K-pop. I would be angry at them, but I really feel bad because their own ego is stopping them from listening to better music. This seems like a them problem, and it's their loss, so let them do whatever they want because they are the ones suffering, not us or our faves. Number 8. If they can't give criticism without adding a comment that seems heavily biased. When your criticism has comments that have no value to the accountability and rather insult their existence than actions, it seems like you are using it as a reason to hate the idol again, and that's when the hate forms for them. But when their faves have criticism, they sometimes downplay what they did. Like they could have literally committed murder and you will be like, oh but it's okay because. Just shut up. You really should learn to separate your bias from criticism. Number 9. If they compare idols or groups. Big red flag. Idols are supposed to be seen as competition in this industry, but why can't we just enjoy the music rather than talk about meaningless shit? They trigger 90% of the fanwas and they are just boring. Your faves could be besties with your competition group. They would say shit like my fave is talented unlike this idol and everyone just explodes. Obviously this shit happens like every 2 hours on the hell's porn we call as Twitter. Number 10. If they start acting like they are Korean. Korea boo behavior. You listen to K-pop and that's it. You are not part Korean. You are not going to be training at JYP and your oppa is not going to be impressed by your natural talents. They have this fictitious idea that Korea is some perfect magical place when really it isn't. All countries have our flaws and so does Korea. K-pop and K-dramas are not an accurate representation, just like any other media representation of a country. I'm not saying you aren't allowed to be interested in the culture. There is a big difference between genuinely wanting to be interested in Korean culture versus being obsessed with a country purely based on what you watch. The same logic applies to weebs obsessed with Japan. Number 11. If they are a pre-debut stan. I'm not talking about groups that were in survival shows or idols redebuting in another group. I mean the stans who support a group where we don't know anything about the members, concept or even their names. I think they are just company stans that support any group that debuts under their fave's company. I can see where they are coming from, only from a minuscule way. If it comes from a company your faves are in and the overall company has incorporated the same style with all their groups, it's a high chance you might like this new group and want to support them early. I personally would check out the music and then jump to the decision of stanning them or not. But hey, you do you. Typically the least toxic red flag, but I have my eye on them. Number 12. If they sexualize any idol. Oh lord. Where do I start? It should stop till compliments like hot or sexy. Any action feels straight up illegal and K-pop has normalized all this bullshit. People are doing so much of shit that if I say it here I might get banned from YouTube. I just beg to think that these are just random trolls that want attention and they aren't actually doing this shit. This isn't exactly sexualizing, but when they try to make YN fanfics or edits, it's even worse when it will be like some 30-year-old idol and I know some random 11-year-old is making these. Don't even get me started on the pedophiles that simp for fucking minors. Stop releasing your inner Diddy. Number 13. If they make any moment in an idol or group's career all about their faves, armies, blinks. I'm mainly looking at you. I swear the whole paved the way argument has ruined the attitudes and mindsets of popular group stans. Same thing goes for all fandoms. Y'all really are allergic to praising other idols, so you shift the topic towards your faves. I will be looking at a video and sometimes there will be those comments like
next group is better.
And to you I say shut up. The video has nothing to do with your faves. Number 14. If a K-tuber's most popular video is them dragging groups and continue to drag those groups and report it as news. Some K-tubers are only surviving because they are dragging other groups through the mud, which only shows they don't have much to offer other than complaints and low-key hate. But no one questions it because they claim it's objective and just take the most specific netizen opinion and claim it's what every netizen thinks of the group or idol. Saying that it's according to netizens are lies at least 90% of the time. Number 15. If they never bother streaming their faves music, like you know they are your faves for a reason. I'm not saying go and do excessive streaming, but if you aren't even aware of what your faves music is now, then it's high time that you check them out. Even worse is if they barely praise them, but the minute they fuck up, they won't be able to stop yapping. I don't even think you like your faves. Number 16. If they claim double standards don't exist, they are either very new to K-pop or are just delusional. The double standard is very much real with both male and female idols. It honestly hurts both parties. An example can be that female idols have it harder whenever they commit a mistake on stage compared to male idols, but male idols are ignored whenever they have to be overly sexualized, and people seem to only care when it happens to female idols. Deluding yourself into thinking that a problem doesn't exist doesn't get rid of it. Number 17. If they claim that K-pop songs are becoming worse, I sincerely ask, what the fuck are you guys listening to say that K-pop is becoming worse? Sure, K-pop music has issues like shorter and shorter songs, Lolita concept etc, but to say the whole genre is becoming worse within like a week with a few bad songs. What's annoying is that instead of admitting that they don't like K-pop anymore, they try to make it sound like the music is the problem. Number 18. If they claim X group is overrated and they have like 2 songs or less, how do 2 songs immediately tell about the group's talent? I saw motherfuckers shitting on sserafim after Fearless and I lit after Magnetic, saying shit like they are overrated. Like please. They just debut. Y'all will say anything at this point. 2 songs are not enough to claim a group flopped or a dozen. I think y'all just hate groups that had a successful debut. Number 19. If they defend their faves even if they are in the wrong, your fave could have literally committed arson and you would still support them mindlessly. Get it together for once. I promise you, Oppa will not pick you. It was sickening to see a bunch of tail defenders still supporting that unworthy piece of garbage. He ruined a poor girl's life and y'all have zero sympathy. Those fuckers can burn in hell since there is absolutely zero defense or justification for crimes that he did. Not to mention Sungri defenders. What the fuck is wrong with people? Number 20. If they don't listen to the B-sides. What the fuck do you mean by you don't listen to the B-sides? That's literally more music your faves are putting out but you deny to listen to it. You have missed out on at least 80% of their discography then. I'm not saying you have to listen to every B-side existing in K-pop but at least listen to some of them before you can start commenting on a group's discography. Think of it like this. You would be missing out on some pretty epic bangers by just listening to the title tracks. Especially if they are ass. I get that the purpose of a title track is supposed to make people want to listen to the whole album and gives an idea of what the album is going to be like, but that's not always the case. My point is, listen to B-sides as well. Alright then. These are the red flags that K-pop stans should look out for. Comment down below if you, your family or friends have any of these red flags. That will be entertaining to read. I am actually running out of short video ideas, so if you have any topics you want me to talk about, I'll really appreciate it. Like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel to get more uploads. I will see you in the next video. Until then, bye.